Got it. And got it. All righty, y'all. Let's get it. Right? All righty. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Islam, Islam, Islam. I am Brother Hasan Ghaziel Bey here in Morocco at Northwest of Maxim. How are you? I'd like to say happy Holy Venus degree to you all today. This is, as you can see, this is a part 3 to our Moors knowing scholars or crybaby believers. All right, so we got a special one for you. Probably do this in under an hour. But first, I am here with my magnificent and beloved brothers in whom I am well pleased, and they are
Islam, namaste. I am Brother Corey Bey. Peace and love.
Exalted Cyclops.
Exalted Cyclops.
All right, peace and love to you all. I am Brother Alim L. You know, all is well, but you know, my bros, they also like to call me in the background.
I was down the hall, man. So any Housers, this is how we're going to do this. This is how we're doing it. You want to hit the no, right? Sharing the screen share here, right? And Brother R will be joining us soon, and I think Brother Terrell will be coming in soon also, right? So let me share the screen here, start the broadcast on that particularly, and we're going to do the invocation in term, the Moorish American prayer, and then the 2 letters to be read in every meeting. All right. So
did you say every meeting? Every meeting.
Yeah, every
meeting.
Yeah, not just one, not just half of a meeting. In every meeting, right? So with that being said, let us do our due diligence in doing what we do. All righty. So, guys, we can stand. All right. You're going to have 5 appendages on your left hand extended, just the index in the middle on the right. We're going to face east, which is metaphysically pertaining to going within, and stand as Prophet Noble Drew Ali is standing there on the square on a 45 so handsomely, right? And you guys can repeat after me either aloud or in your heart. Islam.
Islam.
Is Allah, the Father of the universe.
Allah, the Father of the universe.
Father of the universe.
Father of love.
Father of love.
Truth.
Truth.
Peace.
Peace.
Freedom.
Freedom.
And justice.
And justice.
Allah is my protector.
Allah is my protector.
My guide.
My guide.
And my salvation.
And my salvation.
By night.
By night.
And by day.
And by day.
Through his holy prophet.
Through his holy prophet.
Noble Drew Ali.
Noble Drew Ali.
Ameen. So we're going to do the 2 letters to be read in every meeting, and we're going to have our beloved brother in whom we're well pleased, Exalted Cyclops. Right? Brother Corey Bey is going to do the first letter to be read in every meeting. As you guys know, we're here in the administrative functions, pages 84 and 85. The following is a letter written by Prophet Noble Drew Ali on the 18th day of January. Hey, looky, Astro Cookie. That's only 12 days away, right? 1928, though, is the time that happened. So that's about 92 years, 95 years ago. And with that being said, we can see that he commanded that it be read before every meeting. So we yield the floor to our beloved brother, Corey Bey, Islam.
Islam Administrative Functions is what we are reading from. Moorish Science Temple of America, Home Office 3603 Indiana Avenue. Noble Drew Ali, founder, Chicago, Illinois, January 18th, 1929. To be proclaimed in every meeting. Islam. Okay, dear brother Islam, I am glad to know that I have few faithful Moors among you all, and I desire for them to know the truth and the divine truth. There is a host of quote unquote jealousy about me and the movement now by the same people of our side of the nation that claim it was only a joke and unreal. But now, since they have found out from the government officials and the nations of the earth that this is the only sole foundation that all Asiatics must depend upon for their earthly salvation as an American citizen. They are working every scheme that they can to disqualify me so they themselves may take charge of the situation. I have notified all these things to you long ago in the past. It is through the faithful Moors that contribute to the movement and uplifting funds. The ones that pay their divine respect to me and the movement will be remembered. That is why I'm calling upon all faithful Moors to increase their faithfulness to me, your prophet, and your divine Moorish movement. I need finance, and I need it bad. Never before have I needed finance as badly as I do at present, that I may shove aside the discord that is facing the nation. It all comes through jealousy because of my quote unquote fame and nobility. The nations of the world will not recognize the movement without me, the prophet, being the head. It has been proven by my work in which I have performed in the last few months, because I was at the governor's inauguration to represent the Moorish Divine and National Movement, and I will be at the inauguration of President Hoover for the same cause. Noble Drew Ali, Islam.
And then we're going to go here to administrative functions, pages 12 and 13. Why 12? Just so you can see again how handsomely our beloved brother, whom we're well pleased, Prophet Noble Drew Ali, standing due guard, alrighty, in his Mortis Sharif's Fez and Abba, alrighty. Then on page 13, I had the second letter to be read in every meeting. And who's going to read that is our beloved brother in whom we are well pleased, Brother Sean Braveheart L. And we yield the floor. Islam.
Islam, bros. All right. Divine warning by the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. The Prophet warns all Muslim governors ordered to read proclamation at each reading. I hereby inform all members that they must end all radical agitating speeches while at work and their homes on the streets. We are for peace and not destruction. Stop flashing your cards at Europeans. It causes confusion. Remember, your card is for your salvation. Failure to obey these orders will be of severe consequence. We are love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And when these principles are violated, justice must then take its course. Any member or group of members who hold malicious feelings toward the temple or the prophet or violate the divine covenant of the Moorish movement will receive their reward from Allah for their unjust deeds. All true Moors will and must obey the law as laid down to them by their prophet. If they lose confidence in their prophet, they should turn in their card and button, cease wearing their turban and fez, and return to the state where I, the prophet, found you. Get a scroll, found you. This is a holy and divine movement founded by the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. And if the prophet is not right, the temple is not right. The prophet, therefore, is sending out the divine plea to all Moorish Americans that they do their part in protecting their prophet and the temple. This is an everlasting movement founded by the prophet through the will of Allah to redeem his people from the sinful ways. By order of Prophet Noble Drew Ali, Islam.
Islam, indeed. And guys, today we have a special one, right? So I'm going to just kind of go right here. I had taken a few pictures, actually. Let me see if it's there in the photos. And I'm just going to start, boom, right there, right? I took these pictures on purpose, right? And so let me just warn you now, where am I getting these pictures from? First of all, this first picture, right? This first screenshot is from the beginning pertaining to your Cycle 7 Holy Korans, all righty? So when it comes to your Holy Korans, just want to let you know, and guys, as I'm speaking to you, I'm just sending out these, invites for people to come and check this out, sending out to my bros and saying happy holy degree to you all again. However, like I'm saying here, what this actually is, guys, this is the Cycle 7 Holy Koran, right? The Holy Koran for the Moorish Holy Temple of Science, Moorish Science Temple of America. And this is right in the beginning. You see, I have a few things highlighted, but we're only going to speak on maybe the first sentence. The next thing I want to show you guys is when you go to Henry Campbell Black's Law Dictionary, 4th edition, page 1142, all righty, what you'll actually see there is the word metaphysics. I have that highlighted so we can go there. And then I'm going to go to the Metaphysical Bible Dictionary by Charles Fillmore. And we're going to piece these things together, right? So I'm just giving you guys full disclosure that we're going to go from the Holy Koran, because the law books are the holy books and the holy books are the law books. Then we're going to go to Henry Campbell Black's Law Dictionary, 4th edition, on ancient and modern jurisprudence, all righty? So with that being said, that's the second book. And the third book will be the Metaphysical Bible Dictionary by Charles Fillmore. All right. So how are we piecing together the Holy Koran, Black's Law Dictionary, 4th edition? So the Holy Koran, Henry Campbell Black's Law Dictionary, 4th edition, on ancient and modern jurisprudence, and the Metaphysical Bible Dictionary by Charles Fillmore. How are we doing this? What are we doing this year? Right? And then shout out to the Exalted Cyclops. He's like, man, I got a mean alley-oop. And I was like, yeah, we're going to dunk it. All right. So with that being said, we're going to go into what's known as the expatriation papers, right? Usually you guys have seen it read plenty of times by our brother Taj Bey, all righty, which he'll be live in less than an hour, actually. So go through this, right? Basil bamboo. But so we're going to actually go through this, right? And so you guys can have exactly what it is you need for concept correction purposes only. So who would like to read right here, the genealogy portion, right? Because why are we doing this? Because there are some Moors out there, right? And they want to be tribal affiliated and all these other things. And guys, I'm just going to say this respectfully to you Moorish groups out there, you post 2018 or post 2017 coming up in 2018 Moors. A lot of you guys are, what's the word? Idiots. You guys are idiots. Because what it is that you're doing, you're looking to have this new hustle kind of mindset so you can take the information pertaining to what Prophet Noble Ali brought, but you want to put them on a back burner and be like, well, this is how we doing now in these days and times. And you guys are idiots. You guys have missed the mark. You should have spent 18 months on the titty. The titty is rvbaypublications.com, because there's information there that if you just go with the mindset of, I need to try to prove this wrong. And as you go to try to prove it wrong and believe nothing Brother Taj has said, believe nothing that any of the brothers here at 7 Hill Star have said, and you try to prove it wrong, when you prove it right, teach your loved ones. I just got the feeling that a lot of you guys are modified Federal Reserve agents. And then you will probably want to get mad and talk shit, and we really don't care because we're just going to tell the truth to you, period. We're just going to tell you the truth. And what you really need to do is just get the fuck over yourselves, right? And clearly make sure you know what we're about to share here. So with that being said, to all you genealogy people trying to trace your genealogy, we're going to show you just with these first four words. I don't even think I'm going to do the whole sentence. The first 4 words, right? Because you want to know about your genealogy, right? What's another word if somebody was going to say me or mine? What's another way of saying me or mine? However, you would be like, you're doing something. How does one say ye is doing something? How does one do that? Anybody can help me out? Any of the bros? Blank is doing what? But you're speaking in what is quote unquote first person. Did we be like Pee-wee's Playhouse and be like, said the secret word? Is that what we hear?
Isn't that his laugh?
I know. Like, yo, stop. Bro. All right, so look, let's do this. Who would like to read those first 4 magical words and know thyself and thy Father God Allah, which really denotes know yourself and your process which Mother chose to call upon all balanced law pertaining to the zodiac. I don't care what your Grand Sheik says. He's probably an infiltrated idiot anyway. And I don't care what don't talk about, I'm not violating Act 3. I know what maladministration is. Then we just read the temple is perfect because the prophet is perfect. The administration in a lot of these places are horrible. And I'm surprised you guys haven't asked your Grand Sheiks what's their favorite color noose to be hung in for treason. I'm not inciting, you guys go and do harmful things because we're for peace and not destruction. However, there needs to be an election made so you can push these old Moors to the back. so we can carry out the prophet's law. I don't care what you think. Okay, who would like to read the first 4 words? I yield.
Know thyself and thy father God Allah. Oh no, the genealogy of justice. Oh no, the genealogy of I am. No. The genealogy of Jesus. That's right. Jesus.
Wait. The genealogy of the way shower? Wait, which one?
Bro, I'm just saying, like, I mean, what are we doing this year? Like, seriously, you know? So with that being said, right, with the whole what are we doing this year? Let's see. Why did my brothers say everything but Jesus first, right? So let's just go into Henry Campbell Black's Law Dictionary, 4th edition. So let me slide this on over. This is from Henry Campbell Black's Law Dictionary, 4th edition, page 1142, PDF page 1218 out of 1956 pages. Can someone read what metaphysics is?
All right, metaphysics, the science pertaining to being, the science which deals with ultimate reality.
Jesus Christ. I mean, anybody's thoughts on just that right there from Henry? Because how are we talking about the genealogy of Jesus and then we go to metaphysics? What's happening here? Am I just a crybaby believer? Or should we call the ambulance? Or are we Moors that are knowing scholars? I'm open. I'm listening.
I'm going to go with Moors that are knowing scholars for love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. You know what I'm saying? Because metaphysics is the science of being, the science which deals with ultimate reality, right? All truths are but half truths, right? We are Moorish scientists and we are beings. And the prophet was also known as Professor Drew, the metaphysician. Is that correct?
Yes, Bruce Lee.
Daily double of truth.
And you must be able to see these concepts in your mind and piece them together when analyzing any information. How you?
Word to Brother R, and not when their pineals decalcified.
That's very Saturnian of that pineal gland. So now, guys, you need to think, what does the beginning of the Holy Koran where we said the genealogy of Jesus, because everybody wants to know their genealogy, because you keep listening to hazy rods and wife beaters and black and mouths in their mouth. Or you're listening to some consular general idiot or some rising idiot where it's really the fall of the Moriscos, wanting you to now pray 5 times a day on a magic carpet ride. Oh, it seems like I'm making negative assertions against organizations. No, I'm not. This is called being consistent with reality, which is the definition pertaining to truth. Truth is that which is consistent with reality, and it's stern. It does not change nor pass away. So if you're offended, you need to tell your ears, stop making you a bitch. Period. Your ears are making you weak. Because now you're getting offended by the words that are coming out of my mouth. When really, I can 9 times out of 10 invite anyone to our Zoom at any time you want to really go over why your concepts are incorrect and ours are always on point. You think it's just these books that we're dealing with? Guys, remember, we're astro-Savicians. This is astro-Masonics that we're doing, period. So we're dealing with the as above and the so below, the within and the without, and the vice versa to those. So you can sit here and get mad and upset. Tell your favorite grand sheik, oh, look at these guys, they're mean. And I guarantee you can't beat me here. You won't. You can't beat us at the pineal gland because it's not calcified. And the way we move in the mind, I've noticed when we talk to certain people, it takes them about 3 minutes to catch up what we said 6 minutes ago. So that means you processing for 3 minutes and then you're going to make a point about what was said 6 minutes ago. And now we already 9 minutes ahead of you. So now the genealogy. You talking about your genealogy? Okay, what book is genealogy pertaining to Jesus mentioned? What book is this, brothers? Please help me out. What book is this?
Circle 7 Quran.
7.
And
What you say?
Circle 7 Quran, and right here it's actually referencing the Helios Bibliotech as far as like the chapters missing.
Correct. So, provided, let's see if we can use context clues. Genealogy pertaining to Jesus is written in the Quran. So, where would one document their genealogy then?
In their Quran.
So, then we brought up metaphysics from Henry Campbell Black's Law Dictionary, 4th edition, page 1142, PDF page 1218 out of 1956 pages. So therefore, what I'm saying now that we looked that up, what's the connector? Okay, here's the Metaphysical Bible Dictionary by Charles Fillmore. Would someone care to read the highlighted portions, please? So that we can really cut to the chase for the people. And then people, can you make the connections, or are you just crybaby believers? Because you're all Moors. Even the pale skin is a Moor. What makes a Moor? I'll tell you what makes a Moor. It's the fact that it's an action before it's a noun. It's a verb before it's a person, place, or thing. It's a verb before it's a noun. It's an action before being a person, place, or thing. But even a verb will be a thing. So there's technically a verb, a noun. Anyway, what I'm saying is here, are you clear on what we're really about to bring to you? So what I want you guys to be able to see, that the reason why you're a Moor is because there's an ovum that leaves the ovary according to the moon cycle. And then it travels the fallopian tube and finds its way mooring itself. That means attaching, anchoring itself to the endometrium, which lines a woman's uterus, awaiting the fibrillation from the sperm cells in our testicles by our mothers. So mooring is an action first, according to the laws pertaining to the moon cycle. That sounds very astrocivic there, because the laws of nature is the only thing you're bound to. Bound. That sounds like Moor. Also, look at that. Right? So now that we know that mooring is an action, and all beings that come through a vagina are moored first, right? Before being that moored product or moored process complete. Do you know who you are, or ye are? Because you, statutorily speaking, is a debtor to the United States, one who owes a debt to the United States. A non-statutory you, or ye, would be what again, Brother Corey? What's the Pee Wee Playhouse secret word again? I wonder what's that phrase? Anyone? Can anyone tell me what that Pee Wee's Playhouse phrase is again? If you would say blank blank is doing something, but you're doing it within the quote unquote first person, what's those blanks? Can someone fill those blanks? Like blank blank going to the store, but you're speaking in first person.
First person, you would say I?
I what?
Am.
That's a magic word. So guys, now let's make this connection pertaining to the genealogy of Jesus. Metaphysics, which is the science pertaining to ultimate reality, the science pertaining to being, not the science pertaining to Negro thinking, science pertaining to African American, Black, colored-minded bullshit. I don't care if you're offended, because the truth is stern, it doesn't change, it doesn't pass away. This has nothing to do with how you feel about how beautiful pale is, because Black denotes pale. Pale is beautiful. That's what you should say. However, who's going to read the purple here in the Metaphysical Bible Dictionary by Charles Fillmore? Would you like to do it, bro?
Islam. Jesus, metaphysical, the I in man, the self, the directive power raised to divine understanding and power, the I am identity.
So if I go back here to the Quran, this is the genealogy of whom?
Jesus. Justice, I am identity. The genealogy of I am.
Whoa. Whoa, time out. Time out. You sure you just ain't stretching that, brother Aura? You just ain't trying to make things fit your agenda or something like that, man? Because why would you think the Metaphysical Bible Dictionary has anything to do with the Holy Koran for more scientists, brother?
Well, according to the anthropomorphic,
stupid ass
according to the anthropomorphic stories in the Bible, they did say in there that I don't remember exactly where, you might know off the top, but it did say that Jesus said everything he can do, you can do as well. So that kind of adds more to the whole I am, you know what I mean? It's you. It's you. You're the Christ. The Christ consciousness is in you. You see what I'm saying? So it's like working through those degrees as Jesus did, right? Even he was tempted and all of that in the stories, right? As they're told.
And what book are we reading again?
We're actually reading out of the Holy Quran of the Moorish Holy Temple of Science / Moorish Temple of Science Temple of America.
And then if I go to the PDF page 37 here, isn't there an epilogue for chapters 2 through 19? Because there's got to be some reason that Brother Hasan and all of his other brothers are doing that. Why are you guys doing that? Why are you guys bringing up Henry Campbell Black's Law Dictionary after the Cycle 7, as some people will call it? Some people say Circle 7, but we know it's
because the holy books are the law books and the law books are the holy books.
Interessante. So could you read the epilogue then for us, beloved?
Islam. Epilogue for chapters 2 through 19.
Interessante.
Yeshua bin Maryam equals son. These events occurred before he was 30 years of age, and the events after he had risen from the dead. He appeared back to India, Europe, and Africa in the land of Egypt, and made himself known unto the world. These events are the 18 years which are absent in your holy Bible.
Well,
Brother R, to answer your question from earlier, John 14:12.
Where it says that what I've done you can do as well.
Yeah, let's go. Let's see.
Can you read it?
KJV is, verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do, shall he do also, and greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father.
See,
and we
he
know
that
that believeth with
believeth,
the different versions.
he that believeth in I am, in themselves, basically.
Hmm?
Jesus, Bruce Lee Christ.
Jesus, I'm so your Christ.
Blinding jewels. Oh yeah, I was gonna add that the etymology of genealogy being a noun from the early 14th century is line of descent, pedigree, and descent. And I could have sworn Obadr said you are descendants of the ancient Moroccans born on American soil, and that's what makes you Moorish American. So it's like there shouldn't be there's no need for the modern idea of what a genealogy tracing is, right? You shouldn't have to go to some corporation who can't tell you anything about your descent based off a few pieces of DNA. Really, unless they just know the history and the science, they could just look at you like, oh yeah, you're a Moor, because at the end of the day, all the so-called states, all the islands, the Americas, and all that comprises the present Moroccan Empire. So,
and the root in genealogy, gene, is give is an active word. That's saying
action.
Give is the action in one dispensing a gift. That which is received from one who gives, that which is received is called a gift. So technically, when it says give, birth, beget, that means that this is the study pertaining to the gift. This is gift study. So when you said present, and we're here in the present, because it's a gift.
The present Moroccan
gift. Say that again.
The present Moroccan Empire.
Correct. So when people are like, oh, you think you're God's gift to the world, technically my mother did call upon me. She didn't swallow me, and I wasn't a money shot on her face or her back. So Yeah, I think that, yeah, make me a gift.
And they say, I mean, that's a common phrase that you hear as well as this life is a gift.
Mhm.
Life is a gift from God or whatever they'll say.
Absolutely. So genealogy is there. And then we're about to go into the expatriation papers, right? What is expatriation?
So Noble Ali already did the genealogy for you.
I know.
Like, yo, that's like, what are you talking? Go look up genealogy and then see, oh, we're talking about descent. Oh, didn't Noble Ali say we're descendants of whom again?
Morocco.
Oh, okay.
Descendant of Moroccans made manifest on American soil. Some people will say, no, it says descendants of Moroccans born in America. However, when you guys have the higher degrees, you're not born in America. You're made manifest on the soil that actually is anciently known as a Mexam. The whole planet is Morocco. However, some of you guys don't have these higher degrees because you're too busy following all the idiots post 2018.
All of the natural fools.
Actual, yeah. I mean, because the Moorish American consulate was a fucking sting operation of infiltrators. Those Richies, they look like we said, like the Diglets from Pokemon. All right. Like seriously, you let Mark Ritchie come in and infiltrate your movement. Then the older men who actually know this stuff want the younger men like us to fight the war and take them out. I'm telling you, there's been people, elders, that are like, look, man, you need to take him out. What do you mean? Why are you guys letting them in here? Why is this happening May 18, 2018 at House of Reawakening Minds? Did this shallow Moor, as Mother Ross Mariah Bay calls him, did this shallow Moor and his Diglett looking sister who thinks she's some judge forging documents from near the Freedom Way Corporation, Washington State Republic, talking about it comes from the office of the White House? I'm telling you people, are you guys going to keep letting people like that infiltrate your ancient foremothers and forefathers mindset? Which they really can't. You guys just have to stop being fucking punk bitches and stop listening to these people. Stop following the fall of the Moriscos. You can see they'll have you on 95 holding flags, purposely not having gas in trucks after seeing the signal of some policy enforcer on the side of the road. Then you got someone who wants to have the office of a consul general. And my thing is, who's being the consul general for the consul general? But sir, he's the consulate general. Stop pinning him to the guardrail. And when that brother gets out and he wants to talk to me, feel free. Because don't forget, when I heard y'all was doing something near the Maryland State Republic, I told your little Akani Sadat guy, hey man, if you knew you was doing something near the Maryland State Republic, why didn't you reach out to me? Because you guys know I would have already let you know. This is how y'all gonna really have to move with this instead of trying to be somebody in the movement. Look at you now. Look at you now. Hey, look at you now. Whoa. 300 for a Zoom call later. Really? When I reached out to you guys, do you know this so-called office of the office of the Consul General of Morocco told me I need to have 300 notes for a 1-hour conversation via Zoom? Not going to invite you to our Zoom for nothing so we can build. However, we get it. This guy's throwing a temper tantrum for, mansion parties and shit. Or I'm going to be mad about Charles County Corporation. Near the Maryland State Republic is only one city technically, and that's Baltimore. So I already know you're not from the hood. You're trying to be out in the county, in the fucking sticks, the suburbs, as some places call it. And you're doing what? You're the consul general for whom? And then y'all talk about how come Brother Taj ain't do whatever? Because Brother Taj is a master chessman. And he's not going to move the way you want him to move. He's just going to let you set yourself up like an idiot because you don't follow instructions. Do you see Seven Hill Star out on the side of the road holding flags, or one of our consuls talking about, but sir, he's the consul. He's the consul general. That's so hilarious. It's funny to me. I don't give a fuck what you think, and run and tell them. Number 443-376-8764. That's the Google Voice that you can call. And if you want to meet on Zoom, we can do that. I guarantee you won't be able to correct my concepts on the bullshit you guys have been accepting. But I get what it was. These sting operations had to happen because since the 3rd February 2017, I sincerely came to assist Brother Tariq Bey in the concept correction that was being shared. He didn't ask for it. He didn't need it. That's what I saw needed to be done. So I freely promote. That's what you guys know me to do. Freely promoted House of Reawakening Minds to the point where people are visiting and they can't sit down. Because there's only 45, sometimes to 48 seats for people to sit. There were people standing up because of the free promotion I did. And then they said, Mark Ritchie, who should be picking his favorite color news to be hung in for treason. I don't care what any of you say. I'm for peace and not destruction. However, I don't take sides. I met Prophet Noble Drew Ali in his literature. So people outside of the temple on some bullshit, your consul, your Moorish American consulate people, y'all on some bullshit. Oh, look at my delirium, according to Prince Uriel Bey. Idiots. Why do you want to keep raping the earth and taking products out of it, making shiny little round pieces of metal, talking about we're using this as currency? How about the earth already makes things to the point where there's so much abundance? Why do you guys keep making merchandise of yourselves against nature? Well, what do you do, brothers? What currency are you using? We reserve our rights and know that since the occupation is here, what we do is receive eleemosynary tuition in the form of an energy exchange for you to respect our time and energy for us to do what we do. First of all, we're freely sharing with you every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. What the fuck do we owe you? Respectfully asking.
Freely sharing proper concepts. Not freely sharing misguiding concepts.
Period. That's what me and my brothers do. Why were we on House of Reawakening Minds office hours with Dr. G, with Mother Malika, and one of our Albion sons in whom we're well pleased, Keith? And you're like, oh, well, yeah, he's talking against the prophet. No, we don't take it like that. We know sometimes Keith hit his bowl, so he might be a little, fried. Cool. We ain't paying him no mind because we know that all pale skins are subjects of Morocco. And we're about to read a document on it. And if any of them offended, Keith, if you're offended, we don't mean any harm. You are one of our beloved sons in whom we're well pleased. It's a lot of Albion sons and daughters that are doing the work that Prophet Noble Drew Ali prophesied. And we're not doing it according to like most of these stupid ass, dogmatic believing religious groups. Well, how come all Moors don't speak like y'all? Because they haven't done the actual study. People like to be comfortable in their imagination. And we don't play that shit. And nor do we subscribe to what people think we should be doing. We'll go right to the record and say, show us in Prophet Noble Drew Ali's literature where X, Y, and Z is. So when things were brought to my attention today, when I looked at the House of Reawakening Minds Telegram and I saw someone posting something about do this and record your genealogy, I asked them one simple question. Where's the first place being Moorish American do you see genealogy being mentioned? They did not know. To just give the short answer. So we took them to the beginning of the Quran like we showed you guys. Who's that?
That Odysseus phone. Who's that?
Well, hi, I'm just coming in, just trying.
Who are
Odisha
you?
Bey. Odisha Bey. I'm on the chat with Dr. G from Toronto.
All righty, so you're here to learn then, correct, Mother?
Yes.
All righty, we already had that a little earlier. It was for what we had put out there earlier for a lot of you guys that don't know what's really going on. A lot of you are coming into this information late.
Okay,
So,
sorry about that.
No
I
worries.
just came into the chat and saw it, and I thought, let me click and see, because it says join now.
No worries. We're actually live now on YouTube, so everybody across the planet can hear you.
Okay.
And we're really So if you get offended, we're going to say this in advance. We excuse your ears.
No, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
All righty. So here we go. In moving forward in what I'm saying, then, a lot of you people have been duped. The fall of the Moriscos, falsely termed rise of the Moors, duped you. The Moorish American consulate duped you. All these beings, Pauline Denise Ritchie, who falsely calls herself light to Cherry Day, very dark for the things that I'm seeing produced. Period. But yet you think just because Dr. G, Mother Naila, sends you some invite to something that you're entitled to be a dumbass in the open. I will correct you and my brothers. Period. Because this is not about your beliefs. This is not about your feelings. Prophet Noble Drew Ali established this long ago for us to be reminded. So before there was any institution, you are more because of how your mother brings you to this planet, period. So we're going to go in on expatriation so that you're clear on why we speak how we speak, why we had Mother Malika join us that Tuesday with Office Hours with Dr. G, and had an Now Beyond son on there with us, who knows way more Constitution and United States codes than you Moors that are supposed to know. So respect your son. We know there are Muslim sons out there that are Albion that will wear a fez, take on the appellation entitled Bey, because they know they are subjects under Moorish law. They know that. However, they don't know what Keith knows. And Keith has admitted in videos past, his nationality, quote unquote, is German. How come this quote unquote German national, as he stated, knows how to help assist and uplift and fallen humanity more than Muslim sons that are actually wearing fezzes? But you don't know how. Are you guys ready to dumb down your pride down and stop being prideful? It's too fucking proud. Just say you don't know. Because when you do know, you'll assist in helping to uplift fallen humanity. Shut down these court systems. Shut them down. How? By not participating, not showing up. Know how to hold court through posts, what you call the mail stream. Sending correspondence from your post to their post. How do you disqualify a so-called judge and or magistrate and the so-called attorneys? How do you do that? You be yourself. You put it on the record. And you stop your belief bullshit. I don't care where you're from. Any part of the earth. It comes across our eyes and ears, we're going to correct you. We're going to point out that you're an agent doing agency. Watch, I'll make an example. Let you know now, mother, if you get off and you're upset, that's fine. Here's my question to you, though. You said your appellation is what again? To the mother that joined us on Zoom. What's your appellation again?
Are you talking to Odisha?
Okay, Odisha, here's my
President
question.
Bey? Mm-hmm.
All righty, here's my question. How is Prophet Noble Drew Ali in your mind? How do you see?
I saw him as a person who was really interested and also had it in his heart to create a change from the deception that we've been brought under. And he went to lengths to do that and to leave that legacy behind for us to take up.
How many months were you on RV Bay Publications studying all the literature pertaining to Prophet Noble Drew Ali?
Well, on and off, I would probably say 6-9 months, on and off in all. But then it's been from 2020, when I it came upon, stumbled upon the information. And that's when I started, following, and then, with Dr. G, Reawakening Minds, and Taz Tariq, and any other information I would find from this guy who does quantum physics and so on. So I've been on there,
Okay, so this is
my eyes and mind to stuff.
This is my suggestion. Stay at RV Bay Publications for 18 months at least. That's the titty that you must suck from. I don't care how old you are. Your spirit is new to the information in these days and time. That's where you need to stay. I would only listen to, if it's not Seven Hill Star, Brother Taj. Anybody else is a Negro black colored. Just because they may have some information that appears to be useful or helpful, they will endanger you. You will be injured. Period. That's not a belief. I'm telling you that this is science. This is not reverse church. You will hurt yourself. Anybody want to disagree with me in the chat on YouTube? Go right ahead. Feel free. I guarantee you, I can back up everything that I'm saying. And y'all know I already gave free access to Prophet Noble Drew Ali, so you can utilize the same books that I use. So I'm going to stay direct and I'm going to stay firm. Because anybody talking about metaphysics and all these other things, and they know all of this, like I'm going to say it like Brother Todd says, don't tell me about some God that you can't see. And don't tell me about the dark side of the moon and when the bureaus want to come and flip the planet's poles when you don't know how to solve your own social, political, and economic problems. I'm not going to listen to you. And if you subscribe to people like that, you're an idiot. That's anybody out there within earshot of my voice. And you can try to prove me wrong. Once you prove me right, I accept. Matter of fact, we're going to continue to hand out apology vouchers to you guys so you can redeem your apology vouchers. All righty, 14 minutes until Brother Taj goes on. Let's look at expatriation. I'm going to hit expatriate real quick. Who would like to read expatriate before I bring up the actual expatriation papers that can be read, and then we're going to yield the floor. Me.
Expatriate, verb, quote, to banish, send out of one's native country, end quote. 1768, modeled on French expatrier, quote unquote, banish. 14th century, from ex, quote unquote, out of, see ex plus patrie, quote unquote, native land. Right, that's what patrie is, native land. From Latin patria, one's native country. From pater, genitive patrice, father, pater, father, right? Paternity, father, quote unquote. Also compare patriot. Related, expatriated, expatriating. The noun is by 1818. One who has been banished. Main modern sense of, quote unquote, one who chooses to live abroad is by 1902.
So, with that being said, when you look up the word father, it's going to lead you to the word pater. Where do paters come from? Linguistic.
Mothers,
which linguistic, correct. The Latin for mother is mater. So without mater, you can have pater, because father, just like I said, being a more is a verb before it's a noun, so is father. Father isn't some being with a penis. Father is the process which mother chooses to bring life to the planet.
If I may add to your wisdom, bro, Moorish Latin, which is termed Spanish, father is padre, which is Padre, very close to the pater, very, very similar.
So
swap of the T and the D, and then the E and the R reverse.
Transposing, transposition of the R and the E, and then just drawing a curve, obviously. Let me take this right side of the T, bend it a little bit, and connect the left side with the bottom down to B.
Mhm.
Right? So, with that being said, let's go to these papers now. Because X out of, how is Patri native land when most people call native land the motherland? And
Right.
then when you're talking about counting rye country, are you counting the grass? Are you grass counting? Native country? Native deals with natal. Back to your mother again. Respect your ancient foremothers and forefathers so that your days may be long upon the earthland. Don't tell me about some office of consular general and he can't solve his own social, economic, or political problems. Even though, after speaking with Dr. G, I'm going to say this openly to all of you. I said, whoever's assisting them, have them call us. We'll help. However, he's going to have to stop that bullshit he's been doing. So any of you guys know Lamont, are you talking to him? Let him know that Brother Hasan said, we'll assist you. You just got to stop that bullshit you're doing. And the next time we reach out to you and tell you, let's talk and build, don't you ask me for 300 notes for a Zoom on 1 hour. We don't need you like that. We reached out to you to help you out so you wouldn't have to go through what you're going through. And we already know how arrogant the fall of the Moriscos is. Then he come out of jail with a mouthful of fronts like Kodak Black. Jam Hall. But you guys went and followed him. Why? Because you were looking for shortcuts. Oh, it's too much information on R.V. Bey. I got a life of being an indentured servant. I'm a Federal Reserve agent trying to get Federal Reserve notes to take care of my family because I refuse to really study. And reach one, teach one, so that we all can collectively exercise and hold these beings to their statutes that swear an oath on the Constitution to uphold the Constitution against all violators, foreign and domestic. So run and tell that. 443-376-8764 is the number. How dare you start something near the Maryland State Republic and don't reach out to me? Who the fuck you is? So you come across your what's the brother Akani Sadat L and your Lamont Maurice? Yeah, you got the number. We'll still assist you. And we're not going to ask you for Federal Reserve notes. Because you need to learn a lesson on how to really be a brother to the people. And then when the people come to us for astrology, the reason we do what we do with astrology is because the people asked us to put something up there for them and the little ones in the future to come. It's a service and a product you receive from us at a very, Jesus. For a mirror session alone, me and my brother you guys should be exchanging $990 for 3 hours from us. That's 10 notes short in lieu of lawful money of 1,000. And we asked y'all for what? Do your research and you'll see like, damn, this is what they doing. Ask the people that just recently got mirror sessions done by us. Soon I'll be posting, you know what I mean? Because I want people to give their reviews or check reviews of people who've done it. Go and stalk my Instagram. You already do it already. And my Facebooks and the TikToks. Shout out to Brother Sean Alim L, by the way. I think the hashtag 7 Hill Star is about 403K views on TikTok. And this has nothing to do with fame and nobility, quote unquote. Because we're here to keep in the forefront of our mind, Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Let's take it right here. And this is where we're going to add and see if the exalted Cyclops bring this forward, because he read it so beautifully earlier. I'm just like, bruh. Now, y'all seen Brother Taj read this before. I'll scroll up accordingly. Go ahead, my beloved brother Islam. I yield. As a matter of fact, I guess we can share. Go paragraph for paragraph, brothers. Let's do it like that. But Brother Exalted Cyclops, would you like to introduce this document?
59th Congress, second session, House of Representatives, document number 326. Citizenship of the United States, expatriation and protection abroad. letter from the Secretary of State submitting report on the subject of citizenship, expatriation, and protection abroad. December 20th, 1906, referred to the Committee on Foreign Affairs and ordered to be printed. Washington, Government Printing Office, 1906.
All right, let's see. That's one paragraph. That's okay. Brothers, split that up amongst y'all. I would love to hear all my brothers read this. I yield. I think I've said enough. I yield to my beloved brothers in whom I'm well pleased. Whoever starts and go with the flow.
Islam, American legation, Tangier, August 3, 1906. Sir, there are, strictly speaking, no Moroccan laws relating to citizenship of Moorish subjects in Morocco. The fundamental laws of this non-Christian country are based entirely upon the Islamic code, no part of which treats of the subject of citizenship.
And let's just put this out there. This is 7 years before Prophet Noble Drew Ali established the Old Canaanite Temple near New Ark Corporation, New Jersey State Republic, where at that time the governor was Woodrow Wilson. Just want to make sure y'all pay attention to the timeline.
Islam, there are, however, numerous treaties and conventions between the various Christian countries and the Moorish Empire, by means of which citizenship in this country is defined. But as I understand from the above acknowledged instructions, that it is not the desire of the department to call for a report upon such lines. I will therefore confine these remarks to general conditions existing, which may possibly be of some use in connection with the information desired.
The Moorish what? Does it say the Moorish country? Does it say the kingdom? It says the Moorish what?
Empire.
Okay.
Are we clear?
That makes me think of like when they're talking crazy, like with the news reporters, like some of them seem to believe of an ancient global Moroccan empire. Like it's written in your records. What are you talking about?
We don't recognize all that Moorish stuff. Shut the fuck up, yo.
Flat out.
You wouldn't even be here.
Who's reading number one?
Islam. 1. Citizenship in Morocco may be said to be governed by the laws pertaining to the same in other countries, with the exception that all persons residing in Morocco who cannot prove foreign citizenship. Oh my God, let me put emphasis on a fact. They just said Morocco, they just said Moorish Empire.
Mm-hmm.
So when they say, except that all persons residing in Morocco, they're talking about the Moroccan Empire.
Correct.
Yeah.
Residing in Morocco who cannot prove foreign citizenship or protection are considered ipso jure as Moorish subjects.
That's why I said what I said about our Albion sons and daughters. I don't give a fuck what they believe. I'm telling you what the record is.
2 and 3. Moorish subjects lost their nationality only by becoming naturalized in or protected by another country having treaty relations with the Moorish Empire.
Hold on. So if you lost your nationality, didn't that mean that you had it at one point?
Jesus, Bruce Lee Christ.
And then if you had it before, then why would anyone now say that you don't need it now? But it's like, hold on. It's like somebody took your shoes, and then now these people are telling you you don't need your shoes. You don't need your shoes. Yeah, but they're mine, and I had them already. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna tell me I don't need my shoes now because I lost them?
You don't need your shoes because you walked in McDonald's and asked for a peanut butter sandwich.
Made no sense.
And you expected McDonald's to protect your shoeless ass.
They told you to get out. No shoes, no service.
They used to tell you can't come in with your face covered, but now
no face, no shoes, no service.
All right, who's next?
The shoes, the nationality is the shoes, because that's your standing.
Wow. Jesus.
Yep.
Christ.
I guess I should finish. Well, that's a new paragraph. I yield this one.
Technically.
Yeah.
I'll continue if you guys.
It was.
All right, so I got you, bro. 2 and 3.
No, it
No,
was.
I read 2 and 3. It was.
Okay, all right. It was established by the Convention of Madrid, concluded July 3rd, 1880, as follows. Article 15. Any subject pertaining to Morocco who has been naturalized in a foreign country and who shall return to Morocco shall, after having remain. Okay, remain. All right, look like an L right there instead of I. All right. Having remained for a length of time equal to that which shall have been regularly necessary for him to obtain such naturalization. Choose between entire submission to the laws of the empire and the obligation to quit Morocco, unless it shall be proved that his naturalization in a foreign country was obtained with the consent of the government of Morocco.
So let me just say this to that. That means that for those of you who are talking about you're Moorish Americans, but you're part of some Moorish American consulate, that means you naturalized yourself by your own actions and words.
And to add to that, didn't we just read in the letters to be read, if you lose faith in your prophet, turn in your turbans and fezzes?
That's what yep. These people are trying to out-profit the prophet when they have never enforced what the prophet laid down because it got infiltrated. So now you got Moors out there talking about, well, that was back then, this is now. And so since it ain't work with Prophet Noble Jali, you got to find something that do work. Shut your bitch ass up and get with this. Go and read the prophet's literature on your own. Go to rvbaypublications.com because that's where we went. Mother Ras Mariah isn't giving us any finances to say that. I endorse who the fuck I want to endorse. And they give me no finances of any kind. I'm just thankful when I call, they answer my phone. I send them a link for a class or a website or something, cool. When we do speak on the phone, if we can go over some concepts to study, great. That's enough for me from the elders. We need somebody to really hold our hand with this shit. Why you think we go so hard? And we want y'all to have this. That's why we give free access to Prophet Noble Jali University. I don't give a fuck about your beliefs. I don't care how you think it should go. Oh, Brother Hasan, he's just coming off too mean. I don't give a fuck about what you think, how I'm coming off. It's after midnight. Foreign naturalization, I yield.
Foreign naturalization heretofore acquired by subjects of Morocco according to the rules established by the laws of each country shall be continued to, I'm not sure what that says. As regards to
I remember seeing that before too. I forgot what Brother Todd said that was actually.
That's probably a typo. However, shall be continued to blank as regards all its effects without any restrictions.
Maybe it was help. Who knows?
All right, just update. It is 7:33 Eastern. I will do.
I know we need to go invocation out, and then we're going to go watch Brother Todd's class for House of Reawakening Mind. So some of the people have already gone. I still have 7 people here in the chat watching. So let's finish up these last 2 paragraphs, guys, and I yield.
Right. The above ruling has never, the above ruling means it's been ruled, right? That's stare decisis res judicata. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's
common law.
It is. All right. The above ruling has never yet been acted upon. And should this at any time be contemplated seriously, a large number of naturalized people, American and others, residing in the Moroccan Empire would be affected thereby.
Period. This is why Prophet Noble Drew Ali did what he did, establishing a civic organization, Moorish Holy Temple of Science, and then by religious affidavit adopted the religious affidavit actually and adopted as his corporate name, Moorish Science Temple of America, to protect you and your birthright as you get back to studying these things so that you can help rule the planet, not by way of some infiltrating agents that come from help holding the door for George Bush or come from the Marines and actually being someone who's never been deployed off the fucking land, but is only set up to infiltrate Moors and see who's going to be the stupid people that follow them. I yield 4 and 5.
Sign 4 and 5. Residence in foreign parts does not affect the nationality of Moorish subjects, and the Moorish government has no means of protecting its subjects permanently residing in other countries, with the exception of a so-called Moorish consul at Gibraltar and a Moorish agent at Cairo, Egypt.
Yeah, Gibraltar.
I am, etc.
Gibraltar. Gibraltar. And Cairo, Egypt, Jesus, etc. Right? I am Philip Hoffman.
He said Jesus, etc. Yo,
Jesus, etc.
I'm just saying, because that's where we started, right?
So, Islam, yes, it is.
Let's just do what we do. However, let me stop this screen share, right? Let's do the invocation out. All righty. Odisha, thank you so much, mother, for joining us. Like I said,
thank you so much.
Right now, I appreciate you being able to stand here and stomach this, because I already know that a lot of things that come out of my mouth offends people's ears. That's why I gave you divine warning ahead of time to be like, look, I'm gonna warn you now, you're not gonna like some things that come out of my mouth. However, I invite you and anyone else within earshot to try to prove exactly what I'm saying wrong. However, when you prove
I'm bigger
right,
than that. When do you have these sessions?
Every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on YouTube live. However, Friday and Sundays is when we're really going over the civics. We're going more on astrology on Mondays and Wednesdays. However, also we are in the jurisprudence gym Tuesdays and Thursdays with Mother Malika at Lawful Living. So 6 degrees or 6 days out of the strong, because we don't call it a week. So 6 days out of the strong, we're making sure that we're sharing this with you all without trying to get in your purse or your vagina, so that you can actually have this accordingly. Again, the offense made by what's coming out of my mouth is just a lot of people pimp with Moorish science, and we're not to be confused with those idiots. Nor we want.
And your name is?
Pardon me?
Your appellation?
Mine is right there. You can see it. Brother Hasan Ghaziel Bey, all rights reserved for the record.
Okay, Brother Hasan.
All right.
Okay, I'm trying, my background is teaching, and I'm trying to put some curriculum materials together for Moorish kids. I've been doing some community, I'm working the community.
Odisha. Mother Odisha, Moorish children. Moorish kids would be Moorish baby goats.
Children, sorry, thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Continue, then we're going to wrap up because Brother Taj is live. So finish your thought.
So I would like some guidance on, how to structure it, make it as simple, from simple to more complex. That's what I always use.
I will definitely help you. I will definitely help you after you spend 18 months on rvbaypublications.com. Follow the instructions there on nationality card and documentation there, so that you can make and prove yourself and show yourself approved. Seven Hills started out really till about 4, maybe even 5 years till after I studied, you know what I mean, sincerely, even though the activities pertaining to Seven Hill Star actually began at the end of 2014. I just didn't know it was going to turn into this, to be very honest with you. So I want to cripple you or give you a means to use me as a crutch by doing so. I get it. We're coming out of a mindset and a mind state where we're used to trying to do some form of trade or business. I think it would behoove you most, however, to make sure that you actually teach your own inner child first so that you can be of beneficial and beneficial use, so to speak, in the proper way, eleemosynarily speaking, because then you would be a professor to any of the little ones that come forward. Doing so without making sure you can show yourself approved by studying 18 months, at least get all of the literature pertaining to Prophet Noble Drew Ali and Charles Mosley Bey from R.V. Bey Publications. Sincerely study it. Ask yourself questions. Build curriculums off of that. Because the two books that you need to save yourself with is the Holy Koran and the 101 Questions for Moorish Americans. I guarantee you just that alone will basically change the mindset of the people around you just by you reading it, because they like a Wi-Fi, you will pulsate that energy because you are now making a declaration by being clear in your own mind to make sure you know what you know. And then your proclamation will be something that is published for the record by documentation. However, the declaration and proclamation will be in your actions because your mind is setting the tone for your physical being to follow through with. All righty?
Okay. Well taken.
All righty. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to do our invocation out. Let me actually bring up the invocation out real quick. Let me do the screen share just one more time. And then we're going to go into class with Brother Taj. I wouldn't be surprised if Brother Taj says some of the things that we're saying here today, guys. I'm serious. You know what I mean? I know you guys are going to be like, but Brother Taj is being repetitive. When you actually go and listen to what he's saying and then compare a lot of things that we've been sharing with you guys, you're going to be like, oh, that's the connection. And I'm going to be like, yes, that is the connection. All right. So we're going to go back here into our administrative functions. Right, this is pages 48 and 49. However, we're going to be right here on page 49. As you see, Prophet Noble Drew Ali standing due guard handsomely, right? On his square in his abba and his Moorish fez, right? His Moorish Sharif's fez. We're going to extend 5 appendages on our left hand, just the index and middle on the right. We're going to face directional east wherever you are, and have your feet on a 45 like that. All righty. Brother Ara, would you like to lead us out on the invocation out, beloved brother? And we repeat after you.
Repeat after me.
Islam.
Allah, the Father of the universe.
Allah, the Father of the universe.
Father of love.
Father of love.
Truth.
Truth.
Peace.
Peace.
Freedom.
Freedom.
And justice.
And justice.
Allah is my protector.
Allah is my
protector.
My guide.
My guide.
And my salvation.
And my salvation.
By night.
By night.
By day.
By day.
Through his holy prophet.
Through his holy prophet.
Noble Drew Ali.
Noble Drew
Ali.
Amen.
Amen. We'd like to thank you
Heal
also.
Heal him.
I know, right? Heal
Thank you so much.
We appreciate you much. Thank you for.
Yeah, Brother Hasan, how else do I contact you?
Actually, I'm pretty sure I put some links there there, but everyone knows that my number that's global is 443-376-8764. Again, 443-376-8764. And
thank you so much.
We're going to end up on the Zoom anyway, because when I have time to link up and meet with beings, I'll do so. However, I do have an actual family here. So we already know I'm usually live all the time. So you can always catch us when we're doing these classes live on Sundays, Wednesdays and Fridays. I would just suggest Friday and Sundays for more if you want to get the civics, Wednesdays and Mondays and Wednesdays for the astrology. However, we can also make arrangements and adjustments when we have the time to do so. If we don't have the time to do so, that's when you can make a consideration for donating for our time to allow us to be like, all right, let's pull time from our loved ones and do it then. However, we don't sell out. We don't do things like that. All righty. However, when I speak with my beloved mother, mistress, consort, and let's say, for example, I look, oh, babe, we're supposed to do this on Saturday, but Mother Odisha wants to actually meet via Zoom, and she wants to send X amount of YZ energy in exchange for my energy to help and assist with teaching or going over things. Should we do it? Because I listen to my beloved mother, mistress, consort, and enforce the law that she lays down. So that's why we try to make sure we give you guys as much as we can on Fridays and Sundays when it comes to the civics, when it comes to astrology on Mondays and Wednesdays. However, that is my number. I am open to text, and you can reach me via Telegram. All right.
And you can watch this presentation and more on Seven Hill Stars YouTube. So you can run this back to see the full presentation from the beginning, since you jumped in while we were already live on Zoom. Islam.
I tried the Seven Hill Star and I was having some problems, some tech issues though. We'll do, because Taj, I see Taj is on. He's on my other device here. So we'll do. I'll get back in touch with you, okay? Yeah. Thank you so much.
Up for 7hillstar.com if you want to cash your chart. That chart calculator is back up there because they did do a new one. So the only technical issue, honestly, unless you tried to, do a session or something like that, even though that's page and you can order a session and I can actually get that, you can't even transact for the session unless you read the instructions fully, and you have to complete a call with me for full disclosure, because I'm very old fashioned before I get to make any moves with anyone. Trust me, there are people that have received cash apps back from me if they don't let me know completely what they want to do.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so very much. Nice meeting you.
Indeed. We have Mother Odisha. Islam, peace and love. To everyone
Islam.
Much Islam. We'd like to thank you all. Halo City Young, that's Brother Al Noor Latif Al. Thank you, brother. We see what you said. Happy Holy Degree to you also. Brother Dirk Blash Bay, and I know Mother Janelle is close to you also, brother. Peaceful greetings and happy Holy Degree to you all. Mother Sahar, as always in the chat, peaceful greetings to you, our beloved mother in whom we're well pleased. Indeed, Malik Day Native Moore, peaceful greetings to you also. Tyrell Bay, peaceful greetings. And Mother Sahar, of course, we see she's laughing. Michael Fort, I see it's being said there. Islam to you also, beloved. All righty. And yes, as Brother R is put there through the Paragon RICO account, Islam, happy Holy Venus degree to everyone. And with that, I'm going to come here. Any other questions, questions, comments, and or suggestions from any of my beloved brothers in whom I'm well pleased going once? Questions, comments, and or suggestions going twice? Questions, comments, and or suggestions going thrice? Well, be yourself, guys, and donate. Going over to House of Reawakening Minds YouTube channel, and let's go and watch the class with Brother Taj Tariq Bey. We love you all, and we say namaste, namaste, namaste. Islam, Islam, Islam.